Soil Activator, or HuMate, has been one of the best products that we've ever used here at Anderson Seed and Garden for many, many years. I think it was about 25 years ago that we really started using the Soil Activator as a soil amendment. And the Soil Activator is a natural material. It's mined out of the ground. It looks like coal. The best way to describe it is it's 500,000-year-old fossilized compost. So it basically has all the minerals and micronutrients, microorganisms, and all the elements that your garden soil needs to be productive. And it's what your plants really need to grow and to reach their full potential, which is, you know, vegetables or flowers or, you know, beautiful trees or shrubs or whatever it is. But the Soil Activator has been wonderful for years for us to build our soil back up, because over time, as we're, you know, gardening and using the same soil over and over and over again, you will deplete the soil of minerals and micronutrients and microbes, and the Soil Activator will put that back into your soil, condition the soil so it will hold more moisture, hold more nutrient than the soil is normally capable of holding, and then it frees up that nutrient, makes it available to the plants. If you use the Soil Activator on your lawn, it will eat up a lot of the thatch, dead grass clippings. It breaks down all that dead organic matter that's out there in your soil, so you don't have to power rake every year. You can use the Soil Activator and maintain a natural, healthy amount of thatch in your lawn. Just by using this once or twice a year, it'll help break all that stuff down and turn it back into soil and nutrient for your grass. However, Natural Guard has decided to change the bag and the name just a little bit, and so hence the name change. It's now called HuMic, and the HuMic, this is just one of the new sizes of the bag. So it still comes in 20 and 40-pound bags, but we now have a convenient 4-pound bag for just some smaller areas, because a lot of times I'll have customers that come in and they only have, you know, 400 or 500 square feet that they need to cover, and a larger bag is going to cover 2,000, 4,000, 5,000 square feet, and they'll have a lot left over for a while. So now we have a smaller option, and just a smaller, more convenient size if you have a smaller area. A lot of times we've had vole damage or disease damage or insect damage in lawns, and you only have like a couple hundred square feet you need to treat. This would be a perfect size to pick up just to treat some of those smaller areas. This will do up to 400 square feet, maybe 500 square feet. You could stretch it just a little bit. But again, same ingredient as the Soil Activator, but now it's called HuMic with a slightly different name and a slightly different packaging. Still same great product that you've been using for years and years and years, just in a convenient size. But they've also come out with a liquid form, and we're very excited about the liquid because the liquid works a little bit differently from the granule, and its coverage is a little bit different as well too. So this quart of HuMic, which is $8.99, it will cover 5,000 square feet. 20-pound bag of Natural Guard Soil Activator, or the HuMic, which it's now called, will cover about 2,000 square feet, and it's even a little bit more expensive than the quart. So for your money, the liquid goes a little bit farther and costs less than the granule. But what we found is it works a little bit differently. The liquid works a little bit quicker and doesn't last nearly as long. So the liquid, you'll see faster results. You'll see it react a lot quicker with your soil and with your plants when you make the application, even though it goes a little bit farther. But it only lasts about a month, where the granule is going to last about 3 months, maybe even 4 months per application. So really you're going to get, you know, 1 or 2 applications for the entire season out of the granule, and with the liquid you really probably should be using it once a month to get the same results as you would out of the granule if you're used to using the granule. So I used the HuMic on my lawn early on this spring. Just as soon as the snow melted, I made an application of the liquid HuMic, and instead of doing the granule, just to see what would happen. And I just did my front lawn, and within 10 days the lawn went from completely dormant to green and beautiful, and it wasn't really growing really fast. It just greened it up, and it got rid of all that brown stuff and all the dead leftovers from wintertime. It all just disappeared, and probably about two and a half or 3 weeks after I made the first application, I was able to mow the lawn. But I've only mowed it once since then, and it's probably been about a month now, and it's really greened the lawn up. It's gorgeous. It's a deep dark green, but it hasn't been growing out of control. And the HuMic just brought it out of dormancy so quickly. So what I did, by the way, the gallons, this will cover 20,000 square feet. So cost-wise for your coverage is much less expensive than doing the granules. But just remember, it doesn't last quite as long, so you want to use it a little bit more frequently. So what I did is I took my handy-dandy Fertilome sprayer, and filled this up with the concentrate. So I poured the concentrate of the HuMic into my bottle, and with this particular sprayer, all you have to do is just hook it up to the hose, and there's a dial on top that corresponds to however many tablespoons per gallon you're supposed to use. Use 5 to 6 ounces per gallon on this one, so I set my dial on 10. There's an arrow right there where you can see where that matches up with the dial on top. So I set my dial on 10, and with the concentrate in there, just hook it on the hose, and it mixes it automatically for you. So you don't have to worry about measuring or mixing inside the bottle. You just pour the straight concentrate in, set the dial on top for however many tablespoons per gallon you're supposed to use, hook it up to the hose, and I went out and sprayed my lawn. And it took me all of 5 minutes to spray the lawn. In fact, it probably took me longer to pull the hose out and get it hooked up than it took to spray the area that I needed to spray in my front yard. So use that liquid HuMate, and it just brought my lawn out of dormancy so much quicker than normal, and in a short amount of time it was beautiful, dark green, ready to be mowed for the first time. So depending on what you've used in the past, you may want to try some of the liquid HuMate to see how it works and see how quick and how effective it is, and priced very reasonably compared to the granules. But the granules will definitely last longer, and if you're used to using the granules, you may want to stick with those, even though they've changed the name from Soil Activator to HuMic. We're excited about the new look and the new packaging and the new opportunities with the HuMic product here at Anderson Seed & Garden.